Hello everyone, my name is Cody, and in this video we're going to talk about how to build a Cheetah website, starting off with how to start one from scratch using a blank template. So in the Builderall home area, if you're not there, click on home. And if you see the Cheetah website builder app in your home back office, go ahead and click enter. If not, go to apps and Cheetah website builder. Click on that. Now on this page, what we want to do is we want to create a new website. So click the plus icon to create a new site. We're going to choose professional template over here, and we want to choose a blank template. Hover over and select and click save. As you can see, our website is created, and the next step we're going to do is we're going to name our website. So now what we want to do is we're going to go to our home page, our website, click on the settings button, click on settings, and we're going to name our website. So we're going to name this restaurant website. Okay. And since this is the home page, we're going to keep it at home, and we can go ahead and change title to also this. You can leave this at home as well, and we can just paste in our description right here. Scrolling down, we can add our share image, and what that basically is let me go ahead and show you real quick. In your Cheetah Builder, this is your share image. So it's a custom image that shows up with your logo or whatever you like on your website. It just makes it more identifiable when you're looking for websites in your back office. So I'm going to go back, and you can choose this. Just make sure it's 1200 pixels by 628 pixels. So 1200 pixels wide by 628 pixels tall. This is where we're going to set up our desktop and mobile pop-ups. We're going to talk about that later in a later training. Global header settings, global footer settings, and we're going to talk about those also later on in the training. So for now, we've already saved our website. So we're going to scroll up, click save. Okay, as you can see, the name changed to restaurant website. And up next, we're going to change out the background color and change up our global font in our website. So let's go into our edit page by clicking the edit page button. Okay, now let's go take a little tour of the top bar in our Cheetah website builder. The very top is the home, and this allows you to go to back to your home page, and you always want to save and exit before you do that. Right here we have our current view, which is also the desktop view. This is how your visitors will see your website when they're visiting on a desktop computer. Up next is the tablet version. If we click that, this is how visitors are going to see your tablet version, which is a little smaller, of course. And then next to that, we have a phone or mobile view. We click that, and we also have the mobile view. Everything's going to be stretched down. So as you're building, you want to go ahead and switch between these, mainly between the desktop and the mobile view, and then you want to adjust accordingly, so nothing's too large or too small for anyone to read, and you want to make sure stuff isn't overlapping. Certain elements like pictures aren't overlapping text, so it's always a good idea to check back and forth between desktop and mobile. So we're going to go back to desktop. Here you're going to see all your website pages. So right now we just have one page, the one page, so it's just the home page, and that's the restaurant website page. Right here we can add a new page. So we can click this, and it takes us to our add new page section. And you can add, of course, as you go later on in the training. Over here, this is our background color settings, and we can click this, and let's say we want a background color or image. We can click this, and let's say we want a red. Okay, that's doesn't look too good, but this is our main background. So if you don't have any panels inserted, so this whole panel is white back here, so that's why it's white. But anything else being your background is going to show up the color that you want it. So that's how you change the background. And also you can also do an image as well. So you can go in here, change this up, and if you have a large image, you can go ahead and change it. You can click cancel on that. Here's your fonts area. This is where you set your global fonts. And right now you can upload your own font, or you can choose which font you want for each H1 tag or H tag, which also stands for heading tag. So I like to use Lotto Black. So we'll go in here and choose Lotto Black. All right, and that changes up too. Now, we're not going to mess with the size right now. What we're going to want to do is whenever we add text to our website, we're going to make sure that text is neutral setting for the text. And what that's going to do is allow us to, no matter where in the desktop, the tablet, or the phone version, we can actually size down the text that way. If we don't change it to neutral in the text settings, then we're not going to be able to change it on the phone or mobile settings. So this can just stay here, and we can change it as we go. But you kind of usually want to change your font family to whatever you want. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change all these to the Lotto. And I'm going to change the H3. I'm going to let's do just Lotto. Okay, now we go to the H4, and this is going to be H4 and all the way down. I'm going to change to Lotto Light. So then the H5 is also Lotto Light. And of course, you can always bold these as you go later on, as you actually type in your text. Lotto Light. And finally, the paragraph, we're going to change to Lotto Light as well. All right, now that we have that done, next we're going to move on to the panels, containers, and elements section. So what are panels, containers, and elements? First of all, a panel It's usually a full width area right here. Let's go ahead and click this out. And the panel is going to contain the container or box and elements. So as you can see, you can click here. This is a panel. We click here when this bounding box. You can hover over it and click it. It's a box or a container which holds elements. And then we can click in here, and this is an element, a text element, as you can see right here. So let's start by adding a panel. So let's first delete this panel so we can start fresh. Click on the panel, and you'll see this menu up here. The menu up here is to save the element. So you can save the panel or whatever you're working with actually. Save it for later. You can use it for another website. This is the edit element, and once you do this, you click this, and a flyout menu is going to pop out. You can also click the flyout menu to the right, and then click the element, and it'll change. So now it's a panel, and we can do different sizes. We can duplicate or clone the element, and if we click on it and clone it, it'll move down. So we'll have 2 copies, and then we can hide the element. So one thing I didn't talk about previously was the ruler or the hide element. So I'll talk about the ruler right now. When you click the ruler, it shows a ruler on top and the sides. You can click and it creates a line, and you can move it, and you can also add another one. You can delete it by clicking. And what this does is it helps you align your elements better. You can also do it on the left and right side horizontally. To get rid of that, you can just hit the hide ruler button. This is the hidden elements button represented by an eye icon. When you click that, you can choose to hide all your elements. So let's say we want to hide this. As you can see, it's gone. We go back up here, and our text shows up as hidden. So we click on it, or we hover over it, and it shows. This is useful if you have items that are stretched out or just too large or just don't line up in the mobile view. You can go ahead and hide items in the mobile view and then show them in the desktop view. To show it again, just click the eye button and click the eye. All right, so let's go ahead and click on this, and we're going to trash it. The red trash can button. Click on yes, delete. All right, now let's go ahead and change this background back to white. There we go. Now there's nothing selected because this whole website is blank, but it will have this description text just saying to add a panel to start building. This isn't actually text you can use. So we're going to go ahead to add over here on the menu down to panels. All right, and we're going to choose a blank panel. Click that, and now the description text disappears, and now it's an actual text box. As you can see, we click it. And now it's a text box or text container element. So what we want to do is we also want to delete this. There we go. And that text pops up because we don't have any other elements in here. So we're going to click the panel and pop this out, and just going to go to the panel settings. We're going to go all the way down to background settings, and we're going to be adding a background image to our banner. Now you also can add a color to your panel. So you can choose a solid color, a gradient color. You can choose 2 colors, and you can have a gradient. Let's go ahead and change this to pure white. Okay, you can also change the opacity, so you can make it more transparent. And to add an image to our panel, we click the Change Image. Let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and choose this one. Click Save. And there we go. We have our background image set to our main image banner. So next we'll be adding a container box to our website banner. But before we do that, we want to make sure we save. So at the very top, we want to click the Save button. And ask you if you want to publish a site. Click That's fine. And then when this box pops up, you can just click Close. We want to always make sure that we save the website before each major step because one wrong move and maybe you back out, maybe your internet connection goes out, and then you've lost your website up to that point. So just make sure you save it regularly. So now let's add a box container. So as we click on our panel, we click the Edit button. I'm going to go over and click Add. And this time a box is going to be an element. So we click Element. And as you can see, we have text, accordion, file, animated elements, we have big menus, images, blog posts. But what we want now is we want a box. We want the box to be used as a container for our text and buttons later on in the tutorial. So go ahead and click Box. And we can choose the box we want. Right now we just want let's see, how about this box? Let's go ahead and drag it over. And once you do that, the dummy text disappears. Now, what I want this box to be is, I want it to be transparent and with no border. So let's click up here. See it says box. We're going to click our edit element. And under background settings, we want the color to be white. And we also want to do, let's go ahead and do transparent. As you can see, you can make like a glass effect if you'd like. That's pretty cool. And we can also place an image in here. but I'm not going to do that for now. Now, what we want to do next, we want to make sure that we don't have a border on here. So I'm going to click down and click border. As you can see, we don't have a border set. You can tell by that by clicking here, and if you don't see the box until you hover over, then that means you have no border. So that's good. Go ahead and click on the box again and click the edit button. Let's go ahead and choose the border. Let's go ahead and just choose make sure it's transparent just in case. All right. And what boxes are really great at is holding elements within inside of them. So let's say you want a image right here and then text right here. Once you put them in here and you click the box, you would move them all together. So I'll show you that later on in the training. But boxes are really helpful, for keeping elements within. So up next, we're going to be adding our neutral text to our box image. Now, the way we add neutral text or text in general is we want to go ahead and click on the box we want to add text to. Click the edit element. And what we're going to do is we'll go up to the add and add elements. If you're on the previous area where you were at, just click the return button. And under element, we want to click text. So we're going to click text. And let's see, let's do a title. And notice when I drag it out over the box container, it lights up bright blue. That means that the element is linked and placed inside that box. So let's go ahead and place it inside the box. Go ahead and move this over. Click on the element, and as you can see, it fits inside. So let's go ahead and close this. And now, as long as we see this bright box along the border, we can take this and we can move the whole thing. So this will work out great after we add our title and our button. So first of all, let's go ahead and center the container box. Go to click on the box, and here our options are a little bit different from the panel. We still have our save element option, our edit. We can also layer up or layer down. So if we want this text behind here for some reason, we could layer this down, or click on the text and layer up, and vice versa. So also we want to center it, so we click the center. And now our box is centered. Now we also have to center the text. So we click the text and we center that as well. So we click this and make sure it's centered. Then we can also pin. So we can pin the box or text so it doesn't move. Of course, you can clone and you can hide the element as well as deleting the element. So let's click on our text. And what I want to do is I want to, let's say we're going to make a restaurant website. So I'm going to double click. And now we have our options to change and edit the text. Let's go ahead and copy this. And I'm going to place just some example text. So what I want to do first is what I said before is change the text to neutral. So under the heading area, I'm going to click this. Right now it's heading 1, but I want to go down. I want to choose neutral heading 1. And as you can see, it's going to make our text smaller. So what we want to do is we want to click this, and as you can see, it's black. So we want to change that color. So when you double click it, go over to the font color area. I'm going to change this to white. Now we can see it better. And now we can click the font. And because it's neutral, it's not going to pick up that Lotto one we did up here. So we're going to change it to Lotto Black. And I want to change the size. So let's say 30. Now I can continue with the text. So click button down below to make a reservation. So this is going to be a fancy high-end restaurant. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to make this text box a little smaller. So if you notice the circle right here, you can go ahead and hover over it, and it turns to a diagonal arrow. You can click and hold, or left click and hold, and we can make it so we see that. That's great. I also want to left justify this text. So we're going to double click and hover over it. And up here at the top, right now it's centered. We want to left justify. Let's go ahead and make our box a little bit bigger. And maybe this by, let's see, let's go ahead and drag it out. There we go. Let's go ahead and recenter this. All right, now we have our text here. Our next step is to add a button. So to add a button, we're going to go and click on our box. We're going to click on the edit, add, and then element. Go ahead and click return because it's still in the text area. We're going to go all the way down to where it says button. And right here, as you can see, there's many options to choose from, but you can also customize them after you have placed the button. So don't worry about the color necessarily right now. This one. Place this over. All right, center this again, click on the button. And as you can see right here, the button and the menu to edit it is behind the text. So what we're going to do is we now make this button above so we can easily edit it. However, the edit menu is covered. So if we try and click something, it just clicks the text. So on our button area, we can go down to our settings under advanced. And we'll make this up one. As you can see, that changed. So now our button's on top. Let's go ahead and change and just move this over. Click. Now we're going to edit this. And what we're going to do is change the headline first. So we're going to click here. And I want to say, reserve your seat. Now, a lot of black is correct, and size 16 font is fine. I do want to change the color though, so let's go ahead and do a white. And that's fine. Now let's move on to the button color. Let's go ahead and do group of general colors. And this is our background color. If you choose the hover effect, when they hover over the button, you can choose a different text and hover color. So we're going to do that right now. So first of all, I want this to be a button like an orange color. You can also do a gradient if you'd like. I'm going to click on the color area and let's do an orange. That looks okay. Maybe darken it a little bit. And I want the hover effect, so I'm going to click this. What I'm going to do is I want to change the colors. So when they hover over it, I want the button to be white and the text to be yellow. So I'm going to change the background color hover to white and the hover text to, let's go ahead and pick this color actually. So we go down here to our hover color, hover text color, just click this, and there we go. Now let's go ahead and preview this real quick. Let's save it real quick. I want to make sure you always save. That's fine. And then close. And now let's go ahead and preview this. Now as you can see, the colors are working. Let's go ahead and click out of this. Now, when you click a button, it should take you somewhere, of course. It's a button. So up here, our button settings are the same as the other ones, except we have a multiple action item. And this you're not have to worry about. This is more for affiliate marketing and link rotation. We can talk about that later in a training later on. But what we want to do is we want to go and look at this set link button. So if we click the chain link icon, if we click this, let's say we want this to go to a different website. We can type in the URL right here. And then once you do that, we can click the open new tab. So let's just say the button will take us to our reservation page, but we don't have a reservation page yet. So let's go ahead and just type in google.com. Make sure that's set to open new tab. Click save. Go ahead and save it again up here. That's fine. And hit close. I want to go back to our main site area. Click republish. It'll say site successfully published. Now let's go to the website again. As you can see, our hover works. But as you can see, when we hover over it, down in this corner, as we hover, you're going to see it says google.com. So when we click it, it links right to the website. So we know the link is working. But of course, you want your button to link to whatever page you want on the website. And we're going to talk about adding more pages later on in the training. Now our next step is to add a image to our banner image up ahead. So to add an image, we're going to click on our box, click edit, and we'll go up and click add. And an image is also an element, so we're going to click elements. We're still in our buttons area, so we want to click return. And we're going to scroll down to the I section. It's in alphabetical order. So right here, image. And right here we have a regular image we can put in. We have a horizontal image, vertical image, or an image with a drop shadow in it. For now, we just want to change the image. Right now, we want to put in how about a horizontal? So we click and drag. I mean, now when it sits inside the bounding box, we can move them both independently. Let's go ahead and center that. And how we change the picture, we click on the image, click on the edit element. This will change over to image. And we want to change the general settings and change image. Let's go ahead and choose an image. Let's go ahead and choose this one. Click save. And now we have our image right here. With this kind of big. So now as you can see, we have our image placed inside of our box. Of course, we click this. It all moves together. Let's go ahead and resize that. So now that we've added our image, we want to save again. Click save and close. All right, next up, we're going to be adding more panels so we can add a video to it. So to add another panel, we want to click on this main panel over here and we want to click edit, go on top to add panels, add a blank panel. As you can see, it creates the new panel underneath the panel that you selected. Go ahead and click the text and delete this. Now, it's always a good idea when you're designing your website to have a dark panel and a light panel. And this, what it does is it offsets the color as a visitor looks at your website. It breaks up the website up so it's not just one long color or one long design. So we're going to add another panel. I'm going to fly this open. Going to edit, add another panel. And we're going to add another blank one. And I did that for us. There we go. So we're going to delete this. Click yes. And now this panel is dark, has a dark stone image in the background. So we're going to leave this one white. This one we're going to put the same image on, so it's cohesive throughout the website. So click the panel you want, click edit, go up to background setting. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this image to the same one we used. Click save, and there you go. Let's go ahead and add another panel. Add panel blank. As you can see, add again. Okay. Now we have a pattern going on, and let's go ahead and add, let's see, go ahead and add one more panel. Make that a dark stone background for that. Now you can also duplicate the panel and then move it up and down but I like just doing this just to show you so you can get the hang of adding new panels. So we're going to click this, edit, and we're going to change the background. Click save, there we go. Okay, now we've added additional panels on our website, and we can continue to add text or buttons or images to each panel, and that way it's it's more cohesive and better visually design-wise for your visitor. Up next, we're going to add a video to a panel. So to add a video to our website, what we're going to do now is we're going to click on the panel that we want. So I want to put a video on this one. Click edit up at the top. We're going to click this and elements. And let's see, I want to add a video. So it's all the way down to the bottom. So we click video, and I want to use YouTube for this example. So click and drag. There we go. Okay. And what I want to do is the same options up here apply, but on the YouTube video settings, we're going to click the up here, and we're going to delete this. I'm going to head over to YouTube, and I've already typed in steak videos, and we're going to use this one as an example. If you don't own the video, please don't do this to your own site without getting permission. I'm just using this as an example, and I'm going to delete this when it's done. So, and what we want to do is once you find the video, we'll go down to share, and you want to click the embed button, and let's see. You know what? Let's go ahead and just use a link. Here's the link right here. I'm going to click share, click copy, head over to the website, and paste it right here. There you go. It changes up, and now we want to add some text. So let's go ahead and click this. Click edit, add elements, return text, and I want a 2 right now. I want to change, like I said before, to the neutral heading 2. Again, that's going to be a lot smaller, and I'm going to make this size 20. Let's do 25. I double click and then choose the font again, Auto Black. All right, let's go ahead and type watch our master chef grill the perfect steak. Okay, I'll make this a little bigger. So double click. I'll make this, let's see, 30, and just put that right here. Okay, now I always want to save, so we're going to click save. Let's go back up to the top to our website and look at the actual live site. Here we go, right here, and it's going to start playing. So that's that. Our video is up. What I want to do now is the next step is to switch to the mobile view and make sure it looks okay. Make sure everything's lined up. Nothing's too big, nothing's too small. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So to check the mobile view, what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the top and we're going to click on mobile view icon. And as you can see, this is how our website is going to look. We scroll down. It looks okay. But what we're going to do is we're going to have to switch out the positioning on certain elements. So what we want to do is we want this image on the very top, and we want the text and then the button on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click the button, and when it's on the mobile view, you can go ahead and click the up and down buttons. So we want this to go down. So click down and click it again and click down one more time. Okay. Now we want this image to be slightly smaller. So let's go ahead and click the edit and the general settings sizes. Go ahead and change the width a little bit. Okay, so let's change this to 250. You can use this the slider for large increments, and then you can use the arrow up and arrow down buttons for small increments. So 1 pixel at a time. Change that to 250, and this is important as well. The maximum width on a tablet, this should always match. So you don't want to, larger on a tablet and smaller on desktop or vice versa. So go ahead and switch this to 250 as well. Okay, now for the text. And this is one reason why we wanted our text to be set to neutral, because when we click the edit button and go to general, we have this option to change the size on mobile. Now 30 is pretty big, so we're going to change this maybe to about 20. And then I also want to change the spacing. So the spacing on this picture is okay, but the spacing on the text is, I don't like it. So let's go here down to advanced and lateral spacing. So left and right, of course, are these left and right margins. And then these are linked. If you do this, they're both linked. So if you want to make it even on each side, always do the left and right together. The bottom and top, or of course, the top and bottom. So we have this clicked. We click this right here. It's going to close. I always like to stay within about 10, and that gives enough space on each side so it doesn't go beyond the bounding box. Now what I want to do is I want to add some padding on the bottom. So we're going to move this over, and let's see. Actually 20 is pretty good. Now let's go ahead and do the button next. Click that. Okay, let's do the spacing on this one. Let's make this 10 as well so it matches the text. As you can see, this text right here is too large as well. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to click edit, and we're going to change the spacing 10 as well. And we're also going to change the settings. We're going to change this to 20. Now both sides. I'm going to click this YouTube video, and as you can see, I'm going to switch this to, let's see, 250 as well. Actually, 300 looks good, so it's going to get 300. And there we go. So now we have everything is in the right order. Picture's on top. The text is in the middle. The button is on the bottom because it says click the button down below. And I'm going to do one more thing. I want to change the spacing on the bottom of this button. So click the button and click Edit. Go all the way down to Advanced and lateral spacing. We'll go to the bottom. Change this to 20 as well. That's just the way we like it. Now, of course, we have to save it, but you can't save it in the mobile view. You have to save it in the desktop view. So let's go ahead and click over here, desktop. And you can see the changes we made to the mobile do not affect the desktop. That's what's great about it, is you can have pretty much two different versions. So no matter what device you're on, you're going to have a good experience. So click Save. That's fine. And close. Now let's check the tablet view. The tablet view is more tied closely to the desktop view. As you can see, everything looks pretty good. There's our video. So let's go back. Let's save one more time. So up next, we're going to create a new page for our website. In fact, we're going to create a new contact page. So to create a new page, what we're going to do is we're going to save this one more time, just to be sure. That's fine. And close. Now I want to go back to the home button right here and save and exit just in case. Now what we want to do is we want to create a new page. So you can create a new page by clicking the plus icon, like this. And you can create a new name. So we name this contact. Okay. And let's see. We can go down here with the description, title for SEO, and you can go all the way down. You can choose a blank page or one of my pages. So what I want to do actually is I want to show you how to just duplicate a page. So let's go down to my site. And what I want to do is I want to duplicate this page so we still have our website banner. So I'm going to click on the settings right here. Click settings. Go back and make sure everything's okay with that. And what we're going to do is click the settings and click duplicate. As you can see, we have our copy right here. And what I want to do is I want to go to settings again. And I want to change the name. We named this the contact page. I paste that. And for our URL address, we just want to put contact, all in lowercase. All right. Now you don't have to do anything else right now. Again, these are the same options we had before when we set up our original homepage. I'm going to click save. It'll take us back. And now we can, what we're going to do is we're going to sort this. So I want the contact page after the home page. So we'll click up here to sort. We're going to drag this, click the middle pointer icon, drag it over, let go, and save sort. Now the restaurant page is first and the contact page is second. Now these still aren't linked. This is just how they're displayed and how they show up. I just like to keep track and make sure everything's in order. So now what I want to do is I want to edit the contact page. So hover over and click Edit Page. And as you can see, it's a copy of our home page. But if you look up top, it displays that it's the contact page. So it is the contact page. It's just that we copied over the design. So I'm going to begin by deleting everything right here except, let's see, I want to delete this panel. And I want to delete this panel. And this panel. All I want is these two. And let's see, I'm going to delete this as well. Delete the button. And I'll put some text right here real quick. Yep, still can't spell. Close it up a little bit. And I'm going to change this out to maybe 40. And let's go ahead and make this smaller, of course. So to put a contact form on a contact page, we need to first click the panel and click the Edit button. Go to Add, Elements, and just scroll down where it says contact form right here. You're going to click that. And let's see. I like the first one right here. So I'm going to drag it. Okay. So I'll close this out real quick. There we go. I'm going to put it right here and we're going to center it. Okay. So if we click the item itself, we can see that the options are a little bit different. We have the basic ones right here, but we have here set fields, and we also have a grid. So we can do this and change how it looks. I like this one better. We can add social proof. Like I said earlier, if you get sales and you want to add it when they put their information in, it can automatically pop up every time someone makes a sale. And CAPTCHA is when you have to put the checkbox or the image match for Google. And what that does is it makes sure there's no spam. Okay, this is where we're going to put your email address in. So whatever your email address, your company email, that's what you're going to put in. And that's where your form is going to show up. So after someone visits your website and places their email address and their name into your form, and they click submit, it says send you an email. And the subject we want to write as, let's see, new question submitted. Okay, you can also do a redirect after they submit. It's best to make a new page and then redirect to that, like a thank you page saying that they'll get back to you shortly. A success message says successful. And you can go ahead and leave these blank. Let's go ahead and thank you, actually. Oh, let's go ahead and put is required down there. Go ahead and click, let's see, we're going to go to field next. And right here, as you can see, there's a first name, last name, their email, and their phone number. And these can be edited or changed or deleted. You can also click these up or down to change the ordering. So if you want the last name first and first first name last, you can do that, but we don't want to do that, so we're going to click make this first name, last name, email. And we don't want the phone number on this particular one. Maybe we're just going to collect their email and name for them to ask a question. We're going to click the trash can icon and just going to delete that. We can also add more fields as well. So we can do text areas, passwords, checkboxes. So right now, I actually just want to do the first name and email. So I'm going to also delete the last name. And then action. Action is where they go after. So we can actually make a new page for that, or we can send them back to the home page. And I want to send them back to the home page. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and just create a custom thank you page. That way they can go to that instead, and then they can actually click the home button, and then they can go back to the home. Let's go ahead and cancel this for now. I will save it. What I want to do is I'll go back and I'm going to duplicate this contact page. As you can see, we have a copy now. I'm just going to change the settings on this. Click it's going to be thank you. Going to copy, going to paste. Going to change this to thank you. We have to add a hyphen in between words. And change this to. Now we can save this. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to edit this page. Click edit. And change this text to thank you. Make sure this is in the center. I'm going to click this text right here. I'm going to change this. And I'm going to say thank you for your question. Capitalize that. So thank you for your question. We will get back to you shortly. And now this, we want to delete this because remember it's a copy. This is a thank you page. This is a copy of the contact form, so we don't need it on this page. I'm going to delete this. But I'm going to add a button. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the, let's see, I'm going to go to the home page real quick. I want to edit the home page because I want to reuse this button. So I'm going to show you how to reuse a button, reuse a element. So click on the button or element you want to duplicate, or you want it to save actually. Hit save element. I'm going to type in yellow button, click save. I'm going to save this again, just on this page, just in case. Now I'm going to close this out and just click leave. And now what I'll do is I want to click the panel back to the thank you page. I'm going to pop this out and we're going to add an element. We want to add a personal element. So all our personal elements are saved. And of course you can save panels or elements. So the button is an element. And these are ones I've already saved previously. So we go down and here's our yellow button. I want to just click it. There we go. I'll put that button in the middle. And I want to center that. I'm going to edit this button a little bit. I want to change the wording. And I want to click the headline. Okay. Everything else looks good. The button's already set up to change colors when you hover over it because that's just a copy of the button. What I want to do though is I want to go back to the home page and we'll go to website and I want to click this and copy the URL address. And we're going to go back and we're going to link this button up to the home page. So click the set link icon. And then under web, you can click the area here and click paste, and that'll take you to home. You can also, if it's a page within your website, you can click page, and you can click the restaurant homepage. Either one works. So I'm going to do that, and we're going to click select, and we're going to save. What I want to do is I want to go back to the home, republish. Now let's go and visit the thank you page again. Go to website, and you can see it hovers. And when we click the button, it takes us back to our home page. So that's how you set a button, and that's how you make it go back to the home page or whatever page you want. So after that, I'm going to click the save button one more time just to make sure. Now that we have our thank you page, we can go back and link this page to our form after they submit. So let's go ahead and go down to the contact page, save and exit. And you see we're on our contact page now. So we click on the form, go back to our set fields, and we want to change all this like we did before. And of course, this didn't save. I didn't save it last time, so we're going to do this one more time. We're just going to delete and delete. And now we just have the first name and your email. And then we're going to click action. I'm going to paste our thank you page, copy that URL, and paste it in here, and see it's the thank you page. Click save, save again. And now what we want to do is we want to go back to the home page, the actual website. So go to website. And what I want to do is we want to go to click the reserve receipt. Oops, sorry, wrong page. Get ahead of myself here. Go ahead and go to the home page and go to contact. That's what we want, contact page. All right. So right here, let's go ahead and place our name and email, get instant access. And you can see it says thank you. Thank you for your question. We will get back to you shortly. Now that they have a way to get out of the page, they have this go back to home page, and it takes it back to the home. So now whenever anyone sends in a contact form, it's going to go right to our email that we chose as the recipient email, and it's going to show their information, and we're able to get back to them. However, what we want to do first is we want to change the button, the color, and the message. So go ahead and edit, go down to the general settings. No, that's not it. Draw colors. We want that gold color we had. Then we saved it, so that's good. All right, and then we're going to go down to the headline. Okay, submit question. All right, let's make this a little bigger. And now it matches the rest of our buttons on the website. Go ahead and click save. That's fine. Close. And up next, we're going to create a global header for our website. So to set up our global header, we're going to exit out of this by going to the home button and save and exit. And as you can see here, I've already pre-made some more pages, so we have more to place on our header and in our navigation menu. So to get to the global header on the left-hand side under global elements, You pop that out, and you want to click header, and then you want to click create new header, and so name this the restaurant header. Click save, and now it'll appear right here. We can click edit header. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to add a, let's see, add a panel, and then we want to go down to the header. Click this, and let's do this one. All right, as you can see, the logo goes here, and here's your menu. So this is where the navigation menu will go. So let's go ahead and move this over, actually, so it's within the area. Okay, and I'm gonna place a logo in here. So I'm gonna open this out, and I place a image. So add elements. I'm gonna go down to image, horizontal, and again, it's too big, so I'm gonna make that smaller. So what I want to do is I want to click the edit, go to general settings, change, and I'm going to upload a logo. Our fictional restaurant is going to be the Golden Flame Restaurant, so click that. There we go. Now we have a couple options. We can make this smaller, like this, which looks okay, but it's just not big enough. So what we can also do is we can also make this bigger, and then we can make this bigger as well. We can put it in the middle, or we can put it on the side. Let's go ahead and put it right here for now, and then let's see. Let's go ahead and save that real quick. If that's fine, make sure it's saved one more time, just to make sure. Okay, and after that, what we're going to do next is we're going to add links to these. That way, when when the full website's up, wherever they click, they can actually go to that page. So we're going to do our navigation bar, navigation menu next. So how we change our navigation bar is go up and click on it, and then we want to click on the configure item. All right, and this is what it looks like. This is all our links. Now, right now they're not set up as links yet. So what we want to do is we want to go back, and we know for sure we want a home link, and we want an about us as well. So let's go back, and let's go ahead and change this to about us. Okay, and save, and that updates. Let's go back, and the next one is services, and there we go. That's right there. And the next one is contact. So I'm going to change that to contact us. Okay, now we want to add the links. So the links are right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to click, and we want to make the home page be the home. Open in the same tab and save. Now the About Us, we want to do the same thing. Click the link, go to Pages, go to About Us, open in the same tab, and select. Same thing with Services. Click Pages, Services, open a new tab, open the same tab actually, sorry. Finally, Contact Us, Pages, Contact Page, and the same tab. Now a little quick bite about this is if you're sending the visitor to another website that you don't own, you probably want to do open a new tab. That way your website still stays open. But if it's a page on your website that you own, you can go ahead and do open a new in the same tab. So click select. Now I want to save. All right, I'm going to save this again. Now we want to go back. Want to republish. Now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and click out of this. We want to go to every page and set the header as the header that we want. So we got to go to settings, all the way down, towards the end is header. We want to go to header select and the restaurant header. That's what we just did. Do the same for mobile. Click save. And we're going to do this to the About Us as well. So settings, scroll down, choose the header, restaurant header, click save. All right, now same with services, restaurant header, and contact. All right, now we want to republish, publish successfully. And the reason we're not adding the thank you page to our menu bar is the visitor should only arrive here once they fill out the form. So we don't actually want them to visit the page by a link. So now we want to go ahead and go over to the website, visit website, and that's our header bar. Notice when you move over, the arrow cursor turns into a hand, and that means they are linked. So we're going to go home, and home, of course, brings us home. About Us page. Okay, turns to About Us page. Now I pre-built these already, so that way we'd have something to look at. Services page goes to the services, and contact us goes to the contacts. So that's how you set up your navigation menu. Up next, we're going to create our global footer. So to set up your global footer, we're going to go back, click out of this, and on the left side, we're going to go down to global elements. We're going to pop it open and go to footers. We're going to click the plus icon and create a new footer. Call this restaurant footer. Okay, click save, and it'll create it right here. Go ahead and edit. Okay, I'm going to click add, and I'm going to click panels. Go down to footer. All the way past, of course. There we go. And let's go ahead and pick this one to kind of match our website. Now you can, of course, you can choose, you can pick your own color by clicking this, and then you click the edit, and then go to background settings, and you can change the color up. So we'll go ahead and add this real quick. Okay, and then, so yeah, we can change the color of this, and to, whatever color you want. So you can go to red or, anything you want. To match the other one, we're going to just go ahead and choose that one. Okay, you can also, of course, you can do a picture. You can make the footer an image as well, just like you can with the header. So what we want to do is, these are text boxes. Okay, these are also text boxes. And these are of course, if you want to add a subscription email form or a contact form. And so right here, you can just do this as usual. You can just delete this. Let's delete. We're going to delete this whole thing, this whole box. We're going to delete this. And we're going to delete this as well. Okay, so now what we want to do is click the panel again. I want to add a picture. So add element. image. Going to do a horizontal one, click, and I'm going to edit element, go to general, change this, and I want to add the logo again. Click save. There we go. That's a little too big. Make this a lot smaller. There we go. I'll make this in the center up a little bit. Now what I want to do is I want to, let's see, go ahead and add some. Let's go ahead and go back to our website. I want to take the footer navigation bar and copy that. I'm going to enter, go over to global elements and headers this time. I want to edit. And what I'm going to do is I want to click this, and of course we're going to move it over. There we go. And what I want to do is I want to save this item as an element. I'm going to call this header navigation bar. Okay, click save. Save this one more time. That's fine. Okay, we're going to click out of this. And I'll go back to our website. And now we're going to go to personal elements. And it's going to be under text. Nope, it's going to be under menu. Sorry about that. We're going to click this. There we go. Okay, we're going to move this over here. And we're going to bring back our image. It disappeared somewhere. Not sure where it went. And edit, general, change, logo, make it smaller. Okay, I'm going to center that. I'm going to also center this. All right, and that's all I want to do for the footer. You can put anything down. You can put a Google map, a contact form, your address, anything you want. So go ahead and click save. That's fine. Go ahead and click out of here. Going to leave. Go back to Cheetah website builder. Go to our Golden Flame restaurant site. And now we're going to add the footer to all the website pages. So go ahead and click home. Okay, I'll scroll all the way down to footer. Click restaurant footer, click save. Do the same thing about us. And I'm probably going to stop the pause recording and then, do the rest so we have to go through it all. So I'm going to save. Okay, now I've added the footer to all the pages. I'm going to click republish. So stuff I republished. So I'm going to go to the home, go to website. Here's our header. Go down if we go home. It's going to take us home to the top. About us is going to take us to the about page, just like the top footer does. Services and contact. Okay, so the last thing to do for this instance is to go back to the edit page. And then what we're going to do is we're going to check all the pages with the mobile view and see how it looks. So we go to the top and we're going to click on the mobile view, and we just want to make sure that everything's aligned and not too big, not too small. So picture's good, button's good. Yeah, this looks pretty good. So we can also check different pages. So contact page, save and exit. All right, we're going to click the mobile, and it looks good. So we're going to go back and about us. You just want to make sure you check all the pages for it looks right on mobile. Okay, let's go ahead and go to mobile view. Okay, there we go. That's the about us. And then we can go ahead. We can also, what we want to do, if you want to go to here and general settings, you can also make it larger, just so it's more, 40 is pretty big on mobile, so it's going to do 30. It's also going to do the spacing on that as well. So we're going to add more space at the top. That way it's in the middle more. So all right, that looks good. Okay, now you can do that to all the pages. I didn't do that yet. So okay, then I'm going to go to the thank you, save, exit, go to mobile. All right, that looks good too. Okay, we'll go ahead and change this up though. Go to 30 and do the spacing as well on the top, make it more even. All right, there we go. Now that's more in the middle. And we're going to go services, save and exit. Not much on this page, but click the mobile view. Do the same thing with here. Make it so it's a little bit bigger and control the spacing. Okay, all right. So we'll go back to the page. Go back to home. Make sure you save and exit. And there you have it. That's how you check and adjust the mobile view on a website. Go ahead and click save up here one last time. And finally, next, we're going to come up to the point where we publish a website, and then we're able to share it with other Builderall account members. So to republish and share, we're going to go back to the home screen, save and exit. And we want to click on the home. Republish this. And just make sure. So we got to go back to up here at the top. You can go to my site and then home. And you just want to make sure that it says unpublish here, because it's already published. So now if it said publish, then it would be unpublished and you have to publish it. So finally, we can share this website. We can do a public link, or we can transfer. Now transfer is if you build websites for other companies, and when you're all done, you can transfer it right to their account. Enable public link is if you want to offer a template that someone else can download and put in their account. This is where you put the enable public account. So first of all, to transfer, you would have to have the person's email that you want to send them to, and they do have to have a Builderall account. You have to use their email that they used to sign with their account with. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to duplicate site and transfer. That way, if anything happens on their end, if they mess anything up or they mess up pages or something doesn't save right, you'll always have a copy in your account. So after the email's in, after you choose duplicate site and transfer, we'll click save. And then they'll get an email saying that they need to transfer the website. We click again, we go to enable public link, and we copy this. Now, this is the link that you can directly share with them. So, like I said, if it's a template or such, let's go ahead and click here, see if this works. Okay, and this is the message they're going to get. It's going to say hello, and it's going to be their email address. They have to confirm that the data being sent is correct. And the site name is right here. So, Golden Flame Restaurant in this case. It's from, that'll be your account, your email account, and then to their account. After they hit confirm, it'll show up in their back office. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Success. Go go to Site Dashboard, and it'll show up in the Unpublished area. To republish it, just go up here and go to Publish, hit Close, and it'll show up right here. Now I have 2 copies because, of course, I give it to myself, but every case before that, if you're doing it with other people, they're not going to have another copy. So go ahead and delete this. Yes. And there you go. That's how to build a simple website inside the Cheetah website builder in Builderall. And I will be releasing more training in the future, so stay tuned for that. I appreciate you watching my training series. Have a great day.